Okay, so I'm gonna do some live coding for you all just so you can see the process. If it takes me too long to do something, I'm gonna pause it just so that you learn, not just like watch me frustrate myself. So one of the things I wanted first to actually wrote a list about the data audience are. So I would argue if I asked you to do that, that might take a little bit of time, but in general, you'll be able to do it. I'm sorry, you would be. And if not, that's not a crazy skill to relearn. And so let me tell you. So one of the easiest things I can tell you that I would want to do is clean this data. In terms of cleaning it, I would want to get these years out. So I did this earlier today. So let me go ahead and go ahead and do it right here. And so in order, the actual function that I'm going to use is going to be called. It's called I'm going to create a new variable using the mutate function. So as I'm doing this, you should probably like think to yourself, oh, what is he doing? Or why is he doing it? And so here I'm going to extract from this data frame, Control 2. I need to know the actual column names of this sample. I'm pretty sure it's just, info, just 2 columns. Wow. Info position. So I'm going to extract from the info position info. I'm going to extract the year information. So how I would do that is, you've never seen this before, so just be aware of that. So how I would do that is using -d or /d. I don't know which one it is, either forward or back. And D represents the number. However, I need 4 of those numbers, so it just needs to be 4 within the curly braces. And so when I do this, I'm going to say this is called I don't know what I'm going to call this now. I'll call this parsed, again, info df. Oh, 2 backslashes. Is that what you need? Yeah, 2 backslashes. And so now when I go not here, but I go here, I now have a column called year. And so that has all the information. Now I believe it's automatically numeric. So that's great. The next piece of information that I want to get, what's on my list? Ideally, you need to like write a list down of programs that you would want to evaluate before you actually program it, so that you like save time. I'm gonna pause it as I save it. So I did some cleaning. It's the only thing I did. So when it comes to entering the data, I think I was inconsistent on what you should put for by or dash, and that is an issue. And so what I decided to do is I manually change everything to dashes, and because by also means like it could show up in baby, so that's an issue. So I just put dash, and I went ahead and split. I'm gonna split it based on this dash, split the string. So let me just show you what I mean by that. So when I run this, some warnings, which is not the greatest, but it's fine. So what happens is that it breaks it up into 2 parts, which is not necessarily the greatest thing, but at least we can get the name of the song on the left and on the actual artist on the right, which actually that is what we kind of want that. So for the artist, what we can do is just remove the year in the parentheses, and then we're looking good, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and just do that. So I'm going to take second, I'm going to mutate, and I'm going to say second. We'll call this new variable. Let's say artists, and I'm gonna say artists because it could be featured artists as well. I'm gonna take second, and then I'm gonna remove string, remove. Okay, but this is gonna be quite tricky because I already know it's gonna show up, but I don't want. All right, let me just go. This is not going to fix our issue because it's going to leave something there. So right now I'm just removing those 4 digits, the year. All right, did that work? Yeah. And so if we go back here to parse data frame, we get artists. Of course, you see those parentheses. What I would say is let's see if we can just add those. And we may have to add those 2 slashes. And I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to see if we're going to get an error first. If we don't get an error, but does it remove those? No, it doesn't. So what we need to do is to provide this. It removes, because parentheses and D means special things. So, and so what you need to do is make sure that it's accounting for that special thing. So now when I go back here, those parentheses should be gone. Right, so now we have all the artists. So that's that. So that's good in terms of second, but now in terms of first, we need to get, it's going to be the name of the song. Oh, this is easy then. It's the name of the song in the ranking. And so what we can do is now to split it, string split. That's why I love programming. It's so fun. So we can do, or separate. So that's what I mean. So I can separate again. I don't know if I gave separate the justice that it deserves the first time I explained it, but let me just do it here. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to separate the information within the string. Okay, so I'm going to take separate, I'm going to refer to first. That's the variable I'm referring to. I'm going to be talking about. Then I'm going to split it into, right? I'm going to say into. I'm going to split it into, because again, these are the names of the new variables I'm going to split it into. The first one's going to be ranking. So you all noticed that was a ranking. And those natural numbers mean something. And then the second one's going to be name of song, which is good. We don't need anything after that. And I'm going to say remove is false. The reason why I'm saying, sorry, I need to do one more important thing. I need to know how we're separating it. And we're going to separate it by a period. By a period and a space. Because each question or song has a period in it. And then I'm going to say remove is false. So just so we can just keep it. And okay. And again, you can ask, okay, of course, warnings, because these warnings are most likely they're where our songs don't follow the trend. Okay, so that's what I need. So here, you see sample. Where are songs? Name a song. The world is yours. So you get the hot box. But for example, an issue that I'm like upset about, additional discard row 6. So this row. I don't know why it's discarding it. Oh, because the feature that has a feature in it. That's not cool. I would not fret too much about that. I'll figure something out. Let me see. Okay, I did a couple of takes before this one, but it's fine. So one of the things I want to tell you that, okay, fine, we are removing the year. That's great. Got the info separated into 2 different columns with this dash. I think I talked to you about how some of us might have put by. I don't know who did, but it's mine. Nice to make those changes when I can. From there, I split up or remove the year as well as the parentheses, which is good. But then in order for me to get ranking, and the name of the song, and I don't know if I discussed it. No, I didn't discuss this. I needed to separate first. So if you look at first, I'm going to go ahead and just show you the answer, or at least show you what I did, or at least what you would have gotten. First, I split based off of this number. If it had a number in it with a period afterwards in the space, I split it. So if I don't run the next line, so say for example I do this. If I just run this, you're going to see that ranking is going to be blank. Because it's just splitting up, and whatever it splits, it doesn't include. But then since I split it up and I don't include it, I went ahead and created a new variable called ranking, and I just found the first 2 numbers with every string of first. I know that's a lot. I don't know if you rewind it, you see the first 2. If I get the first 2 numbers of, I can 1 or 2. That allows me to get the numbers from that string, which is good. What I could also do, just in terms of saving time, I can turn this to be a numeric number as .numeric, and then I could also do that to year as well. So I'm gonna quickly do one more thing in this video, and I think today might be just a long video, but still just gives you some idea of what I'm doing. Is I'm gonna combine the parse data frame to this main songs data frame based on position. And so that each of the songs has the corresponding artist and song, right? At least the cover where it originally came from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new R chunk, boom, bam. R chunk, how do I do that again? So then I'll do parsed. And this is going to be a left join. So that I can keep all the songs. Left, join. And this is going to be the same notes, main songs. And I'm going to join by position. That's why we did that on Friday, I believe, or Thursday. So I'm just going to call this div just because of time, because I can't think of a creative name. So now, as you can see, it has the same number of rows as parsed, but it has 2 more columns referring to the actual main artist. The original artist and the actual original song. So go here, see all that, and then it changes. So now what we can do, there's some visualizations that I created. I don't know if there's a way for me to take a picture and show you. I can send it to you by way of Slack. But if I were to now just filter, we can start looking at certain songs. Oh yeah, it's definitely a video too, because this is just cleaning up the data. So if I were to do filter by Ahmed, artist is equal to Ahmed Jamal, if I spelled that right. I'm just gonna call this temp df because I can't think of anything creative. There's 40 songs and it just has, oh wow, look at that. So we'll talk about what we're gonna do next. It's gonna really be about finding the artist and then finding the song and going, not this way, finding the artist, where is it? Finding the artist that used the song and then finding the song from the artist. So that's gonna be tomorrow's video.